Today we're going to talk about another traditional Chinese festival, which is called the Qingming Festival. The date of this festival is defined by the traditional Chinese calendar, which is a combination of solar and the lunar calendar. The 15 days right after the spring equinox, which we just talked about a couple of days ago. The three main activities on that day. Number one, ancestor worship. Number two, spring outing. Number three, go to the market. That's a big gathering in the city, in the market. People go there doing business or buying things. Why this day is called Qingming? Basically, Qing means clear. It's right over here, this character. Clear, like as clean as water. Okay? Blue or green, but clean as water. That's the basic meaning of this character. Ming means bright, because you have sun on the left and moon on the right. Because bright. Because at that time, during the Qingming Festival, it's warming up, sunshine, and start to rain quite a few days back. So the raining wash out the sky and also wash off the dust or put down the dust on the ground. So then give a very clear background in the sky and on the ground. And also at the same time, grass, the plants, vegetation start to grow. Okay? And the Jie here is a festival we translated, but the Jie itself means a joint or section of all the plants or vegetation or grass. But on this particular day, ancient Chinese people observed that's the day for many of the plants start to grow vigorously. Obviously, because the plants grow section by section. Within one day, there's a typical plant called bamboo, one kind of bamboo in Southeast China. One day, it can grow up to 1 to 2 meters. Okay, section by section. So that's another meaning of the Jie section. But that's the section, that's a joint, that's a date, symbolizing actually, we can see everything changing. Significant. Okay. So now let's get back to the Ji ancestor worshiping. Ji, right over here, means worshiping. How we can find out the meaning of worshiping? Let's look at this character. Here is a piece of meat. Here is the hand, right hand. You use meat. It should be pork for ancestors, for pork, or chicken. Okay, a fish. And to show the respect to the ancestor, and ancient Chinese people believe, even nowadays, Chinese people believe when you pay respect, to show you're memorizing to the ancestors, you will kind of get some instruction, okay, one way or another, in your heart. Okay, maybe there's some symbol, okay, or something you just feel in your heart that we can still talk or communicate with the ancestor spirit. So that's the Ji. But you have to show sincere respect, like over here, or you want to burn incense and a candle in front of an ancestor's portrait, and usually there's a plate or tablet made by wood or made by jade or made by very good stone. On that plate or the tablet have an ancestor's name. Many name or some of them depends how big the family is. If there's a very big family, you have many that kind of tablet. You're burning incense and candle and doing koto like this. Koto to them. Show your respect. And that day, usually that's the day that you feel sad. But interestingly, Chinese people believe even that day, you got a chance to show your respect. You get instruction from the ancestors, which means you can communicate or connect to the spirit. Then, that's also a day to be happy. So, you can do it at home, but usually people do outing, like over here, to clean up the tomb, which take out of the weed, do weeding, clean up the dust of the tomb, and burn incense and show respect to them. You still do the same thing, bowing and kotoing the whole family, like this, right? So it's a day for feel sad, and also it's a day to feel happy because you love your ancestor, you love the one that passed away. And then at the same time, you got a chance to communicate and connect with them. Okay, that is the 祭. 主 basically means on the right side. That's the tablet or plate. You carve the name of the ancestor on it, and you treat them, respect them as divinity. Chinese people treat the ancestors as divinities. Okay, and so there's another expression. If your Chinese is good, I'm going to introduce one sentence here. It's called 慎终追远, roughly translated as remembering and honoring the ancestors. That's one layer of meaning. Actually, there's another layer of meaning. Is not just to the ancestors, right? Remembering and honoring. Another meaning is to ourselves. You want to do good until end of your life. Because if you don't do good, you don't do well, you're going to make your ancestors shame. Because so many ancestors far. So whatever you do, you want to think, at least in your lifetime, in my life, at the end, I have to do well. So then show my respect to my ancestors before me. If at the end of my life, I cannot do good, it's not good a way to respect my ancestors. That's another layer of meaning. The first layer is just show your deeply respect to the ancestors, which is translated here, remembering and honoring our ancestors. Okay, this is a very good, very deep meaning into this. But for those who are Chinese good, because all this character, most of them we've talked in different sessions. Okay, all right. So this is the outing we just talked about. Needed to clean up the dust and also do the weeding to clean the weeds around the tomb, make it clean. Okay, show respect, do the sacrifice, and do koto, burn incense up there. And that's everybody going out to communicate with their ancestors. That in Chinese called a 扫墓. 扫 means sweep, clean up. You see, on the left side, as dirt. Here is a hand, right hand, with a sweeper to clean up. So that's the basic meaning of this character, 扫. Chinese tomb usually is like a little small mountain. This is the tomb part. You have grass here and grass here. Right? Usually planting grass over the tomb and also plant trees around it. Okay, so that's in beautiful, sunny, clear spring. People go out to show their respect and memorize it. to honor the ancestors, but also it's a time to go out to see the beautiful scenery, to be connected, not just ancestor, and also connect to the heaven and earth. Okay, so then coming to another called HeChinese, because all the grass start to grow. So you're going to stand on the green land. So there's beautiful saying in Chinese called HeChinese. Ta means step on, or stamping on. Qing means green. But also that's the day, along the time, starting from the Tang Dynasty, started to develop a tradition, especially for the ladies, because usually ladies stay at home. They don't have too much chance to come out, usually for the big families. Okay, stay at home, you can learn to read, to write, to do sewing, learn sewing, all the technique the standardized wives should do. Sewing, cooking, But that day, they can come out to do the swinging, like here. It's a beautiful day, a happy day for ladies too. Besides, they also come to join, showing the respect to their ancestors. And also it's a good day for the kids. They come out with the parents, or even grandparents, the whole big family coming out. Okay, and then the businessmen coming out to sell the things to the kids. It's happy time for the kids. So that's how it's festival. Okay. Lastly, this is just very small scenery. Lastly, for the big city, that day is very, very busy. It's a lively and bustling day for everybody. Business owners, salesmen, and people want to buy things. They just go to the market, like showing in this picture. Go to the market to buy or selling things during trading. This is a painting from Song Dynasty. The name is called Along the River During the Qingming Festival. Yeah, lovely. So this day, in braiding two things together, people feel sad for losing their parents, grandparents, and ancestors, and want to do something to memorizing, to honoring the ancestors. At the same time, they feel happy and good. One layer is they got a chance to connect, reconnect, communicate with the ancestors. That's something really deserves to be really happy. Another, a very good chance for the whole family coming out to be connected with nature, Mother Nature. And also coming out to see good things, buying good things, meet with, friends or family. All right, I think that's all for the Qingming Festival for this time. I think I forgot to mention the date. Okay, the date of the Qingming Festival, usually it's on the 4th or 5th or 6th of each April, based on the traditional Chinese calendar. But this year, 2026, that's on April 5th.